Hey everybody, we're on a road trip. We're heading north, away from the quiet, calm area of Washington, D.C., Pennsylvania, Maryland. And we're heading up to the big city, New York, also known as the Windy City, right? That's right. It's also known as the Gold Rush Town. Tag along here with my sister-in-law. She will tell you if something sucks. Don't worry. So we're heading up, do a little business, have a little bit of fun. Look, we're here. We're here in New York City, right in the heart of Manhattan. Big things are happening here today and every day, sometimes in the middle of the night. There's some cheesecake here. Juniors, we're probably gonna get some cheesecake later. But right now, I think we're just gonna head out in the city, wander about, maybe look for some pizza. We're thinking we might eat at Sbarro's. They have great pizza here. It's not a real big Italian community in New York, so probably not gonna find real good pizza here. So we're probably gonna just have to go find best Sbarro's that we can find. How do I know that I wanna get some cheesecake from Juniors? I know this because the NYPD is lined up out front. We're right here, right behind us, Times Square, Broadway, right outside. Gonna have a little bit of food. Go venture around, see if there's anything to do here in New York. Sometimes there's things to do.
The label on this beer is kind of interesting. I like the artwork here. It's a Coney Island overpass. And now we have calamari, making the moment complete.
All sorts of stuff going on here, all sorts of tourists running around. But of course, there's one place we had to stop at. Been here many times before, but it's an obligated stop here in Times Square. It's the Disney store. Doesn't look like there's too much interest in Beauty and the Beast merchandise. Not much of this going around right now. Probably not going to be a big movie anyway. Found the good stuff. It's like it's a Groot book, but you know what would be a good idea? A Groot cutting board. It's Disney, make this happen. We need a Groot cutting board. It's a lot like a regular Disney store, only a little bit more New York. So we've checked it out. It appears that I have eluded security here with the stormtroopers. So I'm going to try and get out of here before they realize I stole the battle plans to the next Death Star. This place is always packed, always just packed. Of course, what can I say? I'm here, but I brought you guys with me, so that's why I have an excuse. 99-cent souvenirs. Let's see what they got. Here's an absolute rarity in New York. You never ever find one of these I Heart New York mugs. They're really, really hard to find. I hope other people don't find out about this because I've hit the jackpot here. There is I Heart New York stuff all over the store. And I don't think most of these people realize how rare this stuff is. You can't just find it everywhere. And don't forget. That's a mug. I don't know about you guys, but this kid is starting to freak me out. Kiss pizza? Bowling? If only I brought my bowling balls. I could have shown New York how it works. Oh well, I didn't bring my balls today, so there won't be any bowling tonight. $12.19 a game. That was a little bit higher than I'm willing to pay tonight, even if I did have my bowling equipment with me. So I've had a pretty good time wandering around a little bit tonight, just checking. I've been to New York many times before, been to Times Square many times before, but it's always kind of fun to walk around, see the lights, see the busy
things that are going on. And only problem is, I had Pappy with me here. I seem to have lost him. I can't find him. He's gone off somewhere. I'm not sure where he is. So I think it's time to call it a night. Good morning, everybody. It's early. It's early. Not that early. Not that early. But anyway, there's something going on downstairs. What is going on? Why, it's the New York City Half Marathon. So here we are. It's the New York City Half Marathon going on right now. Everybody's running. It's the Apple Danish I ended up with. Looks pretty good. And look at all the runners racing down Times Square. The next event, we're going to the High Line. That is an elevated park and walkway. It used to be a rail line once upon a time. It was closed and has been converted for a park use, and it's an elevated greenway above the city. So we're gonna go walk that a little bit. It's just under 2 miles of walkway. Gotten cold enough, I had to put my hat on. You can see there's not a lot of greenery here at the moment. It's still a little chilly for that. I think it's still officially winter. It's a pretty nice little walk here so far. There's lots of benches and things.
Oh wow. Even though not a modern art.
Yeah. You can see when spring comes, there's going to be a lot of trees and greenery along here. There's various access points along the way here where you can get up on the High Line. Another access point down here. An actual elevated railway line right here where the train used to run. Nice view. There's a lot of artwork and sculptures and things up here on the High Line. Let's see. This is a new bit of artwork that's being done up here. Definitely pretty cool that they've got some of that ongoing artwork up here. And it's obviously very popular. Very nice walking space in the middle of New York City. It's elevated and a little bit off the traffic. See the Empire State Building up here from the High Line. Once all these trees come in, get their leaves for the spring, it's going to be really pretty up here. Spur-line rail tracks leading to a drop-off point or leading to the waterfront. And you can see we're real close to the waterfront too, heading down towards south end of Manhattan. One thing I wish they had here on the High Line, more bathrooms. There is no place to go to the bathroom here. I got off the High Line. I'm going to eat at a place called Friedman's, was recommended. Here's something I haven't seen on the High Line yet. High Line News. So this is Chelsea Market. A bit of a flea market, places to eat, art. This is the express track on 9th Avenue. This is a High Line 100 years ago. check it out. It's a water feature. I'd say there's a few options in this place. I wish I could translate the smells to you right now because it smells amazing. So I'm at Friedman's Lunch in Chelsea Market, just off the High Line. I got the chicken bacon Swiss which is Gruyere cheese, chicken, bacon jam, avocado, lettuce, and it's spectacular. Don't ever let anybody tell you that New York doesn't have everything. Books. Remember books? Hard printed copies of text and writings? Well, here's one of those rare bookstores now. So on another recommendation, I ended up getting some gelato here at the market, and I've got it here. I got a cup of 3 different flavors. So I got sorbets and gelati here, and this looks like it's going to be really good. Really intense. Thanks to Nicky Mouse 78 for your recommendations. Now I'm going to head back to the High Line. So they got volunteers for Friends of the High Line to help clear and shovel snow.
That happened.
Rolling Stones exhibitionism. I might have to check that out. Hey look, John Lennon. Driving school in New York has got to be pretty intense. Some people like to visit the Statue of Liberty. Some people like to visit Fifth Avenue. Some people like to visit Times Square. Some people like just to hang around the parks. But some people like to visit a museum. Huh, I don't see Paracosm Travel listed here on the film list. I think that's a missed opportunity, don't you, Bob? Empire State Building, still really, really tall. There it is. I'm not going to climb it. It's already been done. Well, this is disappointing. I wanted to see the original Winnie the Pooh, but I can't because it's under renovation during the days that I'm here. So that's going to be it for this video. Hope you had a good time. We walked around the High Line, walked around the city a little bit, got something to eat, had a lot of fun. We're not necessarily going to be going around hitting a whole bunch of tourist highlights. We'll see a few things, but it's going to be a good time. We'll see that in the next few videos as well. So remember, kids, have a good time all the time.